What's up? What's up? What's up? Once again, trying to figure this thing out. I'm back. I realized what I had done crazy. So let's see. Can I get back to where I was? About the Ashley Elkins case. Well, a trial now. It's not just a case. It's actually a real trial. Let's see, can I get back there? Let's see.
Um, in this case, I don't know if it was or was not done at the laboratory, but in this instance, at the scene, I tested it for pheno only, just to see if it was blood, so I could collect it.
And you said when you tested, you
Well, I just learned how to do something new that I didn't know how to do.
Yes.
and you said you put it into some type of solution.
No, I didn't put it into a solution. I put a drop of a solution on it, followed by a drop of another solution.
Okay. So the solution is the
Phenolphthalein, yes.
And you said when it's
Hope everybody's
positive,
doing good on this Friday. It's
turns
Good Friday.
blood that you swab,
The Ashley
suspected
Elkins
blood you
trial.
swab into
Young lady
a
out of
bright
Detroit.
pink color.
Yes.
Salute,
Alright.
salute. I'm
And
trying some shit. I don't even know what I'm doing. This is my first time doing this.
That
I have no
testing
idea.
material or photograph it
Salute,
to
salute.
preserve that, yes, this particular sample that I took
I have no idea.
tested positive, and here's the
I don't know how to cut the camera
photograph
off.
of
I
it
don't know
turning
how
bright
to-
pink,
We don't do that, no.
or you don't keep the swab.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, Strong.
Correct. I did not keep the swab. In this
I'm trying to
instance,
teach
there was
myself new
plenty of
stuff.
sample for me to swab in the
So-
same area and get more of the sample to collect.
This case is crazy, man. I hope she really
You
gets
don't
justice.
save
That
it
man is
because there's
sick
enough
that did that to her.
sample to then have it tested at the lab to see if it's human blood. Is that the rationale?
Correct. Yeah. We don't do another phenolphthalein test at the laboratory. At that point, they would test it for human blood if they suspected that it
How you
could
been, Strong?
be something other than human blood.
I see Chevy all the time. I
But
see
most of the
Colton all the
time, we just send it forward for
What's
DNA
good,
processing
y'all?
at that point. If it was sent to DNA processing and it wasn't human blood, then I don't believe that they would get a DNA profile from it.
Okay. And you said this area was approximately, 10 by 10 10 inch by 10 inch area of blood on the floor of the dumpster.
Correct.
Okay. Did you, you collected samples. Did you do any kind of test or measurement of
How you doing? What she said?
amount of blood that you found?
There's scales in the image which we use to measure the amount. If you're talking
They got so
volume
many evidence
of blood, then I did
against
not
him,
do
though.
Okay.
Like,
I guess.
I'm surprised he
yeah,
didn't just
I
like
see your
clean.
scales in terms
Crazy
of
that they
size.
spend all these tax dollars. They got so much
But
evidence.
in terms of volume of blood, you don't do any testing.
Him pushing
for
the
that.
No, there's nothing that we can really do for that. In this
shopping
instance,
cart. Him throwing stuff in the
it's
trash
spread out.
can,
We can't test the volume of blood.
blood
there-
spatter, like
We don't have any training in that. I don't know that it's possible in this
his
instance.
Google searches
All
on
right,
his
so
phone.
we don't
Like,
have any idea of how
don't
many
even know why he'd be going to
milliliters
trial.
of blood were in the dumpster, correct?
Correct. I can't speak to that.
Which one do you want? Which these are you? Contract.
Just back to the blood spots on the hallway closets.
and I'm doing this. I'm trying to get my watch hours up. So
This one, 128.
That's fine, we can start here. Okay.
Which one
So
is that?
got like
128,
1,500 more to go. You know what I'm talking about?
now you
That
have
is a small courthouse.
marked that you collected samples of what you believe was blood on the hallway wall, correct?
Correct.
All right. And those are tested again with the phenolphthalein.
Yes.
I'm pronouncing it wrong, I'm sure.
It's okay. We say pheno in the lab if that's easier.
Okay. And so again, I would take it that everything you have marked, whether it's in the hallway or the bathroom, with a P and a scale,
Yes.
is something that you tested with the pheno, correct?
Correct. And then there's additional areas that I have marked with a P, meaning it was tested, but I did not collect those areas. If it has a scale next to it, I collected it, yes.
Okay. So you collected that for further testing
Yes.
at the lab.
To be sent forward.
So anything that is marked with a scale, that's a collection.
Yes.
Anything marked without a scale, even if it's listed as P, wasn't collected, but you did the pheno test to show that it's positive for blood.
Correct.
Okay. Now, would I be correct in stating that all these samples of blood that you saw with your naked eye and tested in the bathroom or in the hallway or on the closet doors or bathroom door were tiny in nature, minuscule blood drops?
I guess it depends on what your definition of minuscule is. I was able to see with my naked eye, we have the measurements of them. Whether that speaks to it being a lot of blood or a little blood, I can't really say. But they were small stains, but there was many of them.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And are you able to tell from either your expertise at looking and collecting the blood how old the blood stain is?
Unfortunately, we can't date blood.
So you don't know whether that blood was there, how much time before January 7th that it was there?
Correct. I can't tell when it was deposited there.
And
That's interesting.
goes in terms
I didn't know
of
you can't tell
days,
how.
weeks, months, or years, correct?
Correct.
I didn't know that. I just learned something new. That's crazy. But he answered the question. But you can't
Now,
test
when we talk
I
about
believe, the DNA. I think.
And let me back up, with regard to these drops of blood, you're not an expert in terms of determining how those stains of blood got to those locations, be they on the floor, the tub, or the wall, correct?
Correct. I can only speak to it as if they test positive or not for blood.
Now, when we talk about the LCV, the spraying of, you say here it's leucocrystal violet.
That's the full name, yes.
Okay.
But we also call it LCV.
Okay. And am I correct or not correct? Is luminol kind of like a brand name or a similar name to that?
Luminol is similar in that it tests for latent blood. It's different in the application and how it's processed. So for LCV, you can do that in this room right now as is. Luminol, it needs to be in a dark room because it fluoresces or chemiluminesces. And it's not a fixative, so it kind of like will spray the luminol and it can kind of flow down the wall, whereas LCV fixes to where the staining is only.
So now when we go through some pictures of the luminol,
else.
I mean, I'm sorry, the LCD.
Yeah.
With the bathrooms.
You want to start there or do you want?
You can start there. So when you first apply this LCV, are you saying that you sprayed every square inch of the entire bathroom, the walls, the tile, all of the fixtures?
We did not spray the ceiling, but we sprayed mostly everything else, yes.
And when you spray that on, does the wall stay clear? If there's no blood whatsoever on a wall and we spray this LCV on it, it would just soak into the drywall and stay white or gray or whatever color the wall is?
Correct. There would be no color change.
Okay. Now, from
Yeah, the
my
judge
view
looking at
of
him
the
like, what are you getting at? I
photographs,
think he's just talking to hear himself talk. Look at the judge. What is the judge looking at him?
there looks like there's kind of blue markings and then purple markings.
LCV turns a blue-purple color. The intensity of the color might vary based off of like how dilute or non-dilute the latent blood may be. In this case, also, I think the TV might be distorting the color a little bit as well.
I guess I'm just gonna see if I can approach you with a couple of these photographs. Which numbers they are, I don't know, but they're obviously all been
Must be the defense.
entered into evidence.
I ain't
Just
see
trying
dudes,
to
though.
determine if I may approach, Your Honor.
Yes.
Thank you.
Give me a screen, Judge. I'll tell you.
Man, they got so much evidence on him. I don't even know why they even. I know everybody granted a defense under the constitutional
I
right,
think
but
this one, I think one of them is 159, is that?
I don't get it. Let's see, can I find something else to watch? This
Slightly different angle. Yeah, wider angle.
is crazy.
No.
He's asking
not
crazy
that one.
questions at this point. Let's see. I ran across the store right here earlier. Let's see. This right here says surveillance shows defendant linked to blood evidence in Ashley Elkins case. Let's see. See what he got going on.
The court is ready to proceed with the further testimony in the preliminary examination hearing. The reason we're starting so late is because we currently have a very disruptive defendant. He is.
Yeah, so this right here was Ashley Elkins' ex-boyfriend refuses to get dressed for court, screams when unmuted in Ashley Elkins' murder case. So he like showing out, like, just plea out then. You know, you're not willing to do what you gotta do to go through due process, like get dressed and acting all crazy, but let's go.
Court. He's not in the courtroom, however, because of his behavior. That's what I'm told. Apparently some threats were made earlier, and that's why he's not in the courtroom right now. He is in lockup. Another reason for the delay is they were having difficulty with our Zoom, but I'm told that might have been taken care of. Is that correct, Officer McManus?
So Judge, he says it's working, good connection back there now.
All right, so are they connecting with us now?
They can hear you and they can see you apparently, but they,
Who is back there? Is Officer Foster back there?
Officer Foster.
Officer Foster, are you with us?
He's not in the back anymore.
Pardon?
It is connected back there, so it's sitting outside the cell where he can see the courtroom, and he can hear.
You have to come forward, please. Who are you referring to?
The defendant.
You're like, who is that?
He's back in the cell, and the iPad's sitting outside the cell, and he can hear and he can see the courtroom.
DeAndre Booker, can you hear the court? This is Judge Bodecker.
He probably won't answer, it's muted back there, it's just sitting outside there, so no one has access to it, so someone will have to control what you want to speak to.
He has to be able to hear us, otherwise it's not
He
doing
can
nothing.
hear, he can hear you, he just can't respond, 'cause it's on mute, so.
Well, we're gonna need for him to
I would-
respond at this point.
Based upon our discussions in chambers, Your Honor,
Can you have them unmute that though? Can we do it right now?
I will, okay.
Thank you.
I would ask that, yeah, if we unmute so he can, if he will, acknowledge that he's listening. If not, my suggestion would be to very briefly put the video feed onto him just for purposes of, Your Honor, being able to identify him as physically being present on the record, and then the rest can be by audio.
So you know he gonna say something crazy basically, and you're trying to protect your client. I get it.
And Mr. Lang, we've
You need to
had
protect yourself,
discussions in
idiot.
chambers about basically what I said. Is that correct? And you talked to him this morning, and it's not just only his behavior, but apparently because of his behavior, the
I'm trying something new. I learned how to do
My
something new.
understanding where right now is
And
would
from
not
what
be
I
appropriate for
witnessed
the court.
myself, Your Honor, I'm sorry for talking over you.
Go ahead.
Yes, but based upon what I've been told by the jail officers and what I saw personally when I went back there, it's my understanding that he was uncooperative in getting dressed into like the jail uniform that inmates usually appear in court in,
Yeah.
and that the
Why you
only
got the
thing
eyes?
that they have covering some of
What'd I do?
his body looks to me like some kind of a blanket or whatever, so I don't think he's in any appropriate state of dress to be in the courtroom or even shown on video. Other than, I think, just briefly to identify him for purposes of the record.
Thank you.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. I just tried something.
Go ahead and unmute.
I think I know how to do it now. Though.
Do you know whether he can hear us?
He can hear us, yes.
DeAndre Booker, state your name, please.
They have to unmute him yet, they haven't done that yet. So he can speak. He can hear us and see us, but he can't
I
talk.
thought that's what they were doing right now.
That's what they're doing right now, but they haven't done it.
Oh, they haven't done it.
Man, like, why do you playing with this dude? Like, he don't want to act right in court. He want to scream and yell. Like,
To make a further record, Mr. Lane, you contacted the court to inform the court that the defendant did not want to be here the other day. Is that correct?
exactly.
That is correct, Your Honor. When we met by Zoom on Wednesday morning to discuss.
DeAndre Booker, can you hear the court?
Yeah, dude tripping.
Your Honor, it's obvious to me that Mr. Booker is in the
What is he
cell,
trying to plead? Act like he is insanity or something?
available for disability purposes. And I can let the court know that based upon my conversations and meetings with Mr. Booker.
Just 1 second, please. It's real clear to the court that Mr. Booker is screaming. He's in the jail cell. Rather than just listen to that, I don't know if you can hear us there, but if you would have him muted, please. Thank you.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Judge, thank you.
Perhaps suggest, just so the record is clear, is maybe have whatever officers of the court that are present in front of Mr. Booker's cell now identify themselves as well, and this way, if there's ever any appeal, or they need to say that they saw him and they participated in this. That's the only thing that I can think of as a record, if the court wishes, but.
Okay, we can have Officer Foster come back in. Go ahead, Mr. Lang.
But at this juncture, obviously, just so the proceedings aren't disrupted and we can get a clear record, I would obviously want his portion of the audio to be muted so we can't hear him. But I would tell the court for the record, based upon my numerous meetings with Mr. Booker, conversations with Mr. Booker, and my own viewing of him in that particular holding cell a few minutes ago, that he is present physically. I believe the technology is here so that he can hear the proceedings. I believe that based upon his behavior, I think the court would be within its jurisdiction and power to have the proceedings go without him being physically present, based upon the fact that he can hear the proceedings. I think that's in line with Michigan law with regard to disruptive behavior, and I would stipulate to us continuing the preliminary examination based on all of that.
The only thing I would caveat that with is perhaps the court should at least tell him, if he is going to continue to be disruptive, we will go forward in his absence. Just so that that's on the record, he knows
Exactly.
that.
Yes.
All right, nobody don't keep playing with you. You can't come in and act civilized.
Give him that warning. I think we already know what the response is going to be.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that, but I think from a technical standpoint, it still has to happen.
I will do that. In our discussions in the chambers, though you did, this issue came up a couple days ago because the defendant wouldn't even come out of his jail cell. I had an ordering that he'd be taken out of his jail cell, but you indicated that at some point you did talk to him, and he indicated he did not want to come to court, but that he would waive his right to be present even though he might be on Zoom. Is that correct, Mr. Lang?
That is correct, Your Honor. And I know that when we did then break, I got out of the break room with him.
See, that's when I think where the
decided that he
constitutional right
wanted
just
to have
goes
him
too
in
far.
court. Anyways, on
Every
Wednesday,
wasting tax
he was
dollars
in
on
court.
this guy.
Wasn't disruptive on Wednesday. Today's a different day.
Officer Foster, you were back there, correct?
Yes, Judge. Michael Foster, probation security.
We were able to view and hear some of Mr. Booker's behavior. He can hear us, is that correct?
He could certainly hear the court, Judge.
Can you hear us right now? You know?
He can hear you right now. But he's He's muted. I was told to mute him.
Okay.
He can hear you.
Okay, can you unmute him so that I can speak with him for a moment, please?
Why y'all still wasting y'all time on him, man?
DeAndre Booker, this is the judge. I just want to inform you that you do have a right to be present in court. You have a constitutional right to be here with your attorney. I'll ask you, are you waiving that right? You can mute him, please. Thank you. Let the record reflect that his behavior is the same. He's screaming and yelling. He can't hear us and he can see us, so we are going to proceed without him being physically in the courtroom. Though.
No objection, Judge.
Well, I'm assuming the video now can be blacked out.
Yeah, we can black out the video of him, but he can see the record.
That's crazy.
Ms. Elkins, who is Ashley Elkins?
She's my daughter.
This is Ashley Elkins' mama speaking right here.
How old was Ashley in January of this year?
30 years old.
When was the last time you spoke with Ashley?
It was January 1st.
What were the circumstances behind you speaking with her that day?
She cooked the traditional, the greens, like I did, pork that we usually do every year. And she was letting me know the food was ready.
So you celebrated New Year's with her?
I actually I was at home, but she called me on the phone and then she had my other daughter bring me dinner.
I see. How often would you speak with Ashley?
Every day.
How far away from Ashley did you live?
2 blocks, 3 blocks, maybe.
How would you classify your relationship with her?
Very close. Love it.
During your during the months leading up to New Year's, so let's just say in 2024, were you aware of anyone that she was dating?
Could you repeat that again?
Yeah, I'm sorry. In 2024, were you aware of any individuals that Ashley was dating?
Yes.
Who was she dating at that point?
DeAndre Booker.
Did you ever meet Mr. Booker?
Yes.
Okay. Would you recognize him again if you saw him?
Yes.
Do you see him in court here today?
Yes.
Could you please point to him and indicate to the court what he's wearing?
Right there in all black.
When you say all black, what type of clothing?
Prison clothes.
Your Honor, please let the record reflect that identification of the defendant.
There we go.
I only ask because we have a lot of different officers who are also wearing black, so I want to make sure the record is clear. Okay, ma'am? Thank you. In December or on January 1st, when you had your last contact with Ashley, what was the status of her
Elkins'
relationship
mother.
with Mr. Booker at that point, if you know?
They weren't together anymore.
How long had they been broken up?
As far as I know, they kind of broke out like in September.
So 3 or 4 months earlier?
Yes.
Is that fair to say?
Yes.
Had Ashley moved on and started dating someone else?
Not that I know of.
Now, when you spoke with Ashley on January 1st, did you see her in person or not?
No.
I'd like to direct your attention now to January 2nd. Did you have any contact with her either by phone or text or anything like that on January 2nd?
No, not that I can remember. Just texting her.
I'm sorry?
Me texting her and reaching out to her. Tell her about the dream I had. That was it.
When did you start reaching out to her on January 2nd?
9:06, because I got her house at
It's crazy.
8:40.
She had a
was
crazy
gone, and
dream.
then Yeah, 9:06.
My daughter ended up coming up missing and
How often,
alive.
how many times would you say you
Crazy.
texted her that day?
Oh my God, I can't count it. Was a lot.
Have there been
Felt so much
instances
wrong,
when you would text Ashley and she would not get back to you?
Yeah, but it wouldn't be like
for a long time. So maybe her phone was dead or she was doing somebody's hair or something. She didn't call me right then.
But she would ultimately get back to you?
Oh, definitely.
At some point, do you become worried?
Yes.
Why?
Because she wasn't answering her phone. She wasn't texting back. You know, it's not like her. It had been too long. Yeah, it's not like her. She just wouldn't do that. She never wanted me to worry.
Let me do this, ma'am. I'm going to show you. Can you see the screen from where you're sitting?
Yes.
All right, good.
This is Ashley Elkins'
I'm
mother
going to show you what's been
testifying
entered. People would
on
move
daughter's
for
trial.
Let me do it this way.
Detroit.
I'm going to show you what's been marked for identification
Ashley went
purposes as
missing
people's
and
proposed exhibit number 1.
unalive about ex-boyfriend.
Can you see that from where you're at? Oh, I don't know why it's not. Hold on, I may have to share that instead. Give me 1 second, Jeff. Okay. There we go. All right. Can you see the vehicle in the top left corner of people's exhibit
Yes.
number 1?
Yes, I can.
What vehicle is that?
That's my daughter's vehicle.
Which daughter?
Ashley Elkins.
Play exhibit 1.
Shell says, it's a mother's instinct to worry, duh. I hate when they ask stupid questions. Real talk. And I don't know who this talking,
Timestamp
whether it's the prosecutor or
8:01
the
and
defense lawyers, but
25 seconds. The individual is getting out of that car. Do you recognize that individual?
Yes, my daughter Ashley Elkins.
they got all kind of digital evidence though, man. They got so much
You would move
evidence
for
on him,
admission
it's
of
crazy.
People's 1, Judge?
Any objection?
No objection for purposes of examination only.
It will be admitted.
Judge, at this point, I think Mr.
He pushing it.
Lang and I have
man.
gone through all
It's-
63 exhibits I intend to show today. So I would move for all the admission, or would you prefer I do it this way? Rob?
I don't know if it was 63, but.
Okay,
whatever we
I'll do it this
Look
way.
at today, no problem.
I'll do it this way. I just don't, I got it. I want to show you exhibit 2 now, ma'am.
Before we continue, you indicated it was 8:01:25. I assume that was AM?
On the timestamp. Oh, yes, I'm sorry. Yes.
And what date?
Oh, January 2nd. on the
Look at it,
timestamp.
punk ass.
We'll get into more of that detail with a witness later, Judge. I apologize.
That's okay.
Let's look at exhibit 2 now, ma'am.
She had no idea, like, shit's crazy, man.
Do you recognize the woman walking in the 7-Eleven there?
Yes, it's my daughter Ashley Elkins.
Looked like she was on the phone then. Looked like she was talking on the phone.
People move for admission of Peoples 2.
No objection, Your Honor, for purposes of examination only.
Thank you. And
Look at him, clown.
now Peoples 3.
Getting no bonus points for unaliving a woman, bro.
You see that from there we go.
Look at all this digital evidence they got, though.
You see that car driving around there?
Yes,
Whose car is that, ma'am?
it's my daughter Ashley Elkins' car.
What's crazy, she probably going to the store to get something for him. I think this is his apartment. What's up, Juju?
Just a
Salute,
few
salute, respect,
seconds through
respect.
this.
Oh,
Save us some time.
I can't stand to say saying salute, respect. How you doing? Happy Friday.
At 07:59:42, we see an individual getting out of that car. Who is that?
Yeah, I can't stand
That's
that
my
word.
daughter, Ashley Elkins.
They got so much evidence, so much digital evidence in this. Like, I really don't know why he didn't plea out. Cause I think this is the last time she was saw alive,
Would you
right?
move for admission of 3?
No objection, Your Honor.
Again, is this on January 2nd?
Look at
I'm
his
sorry,
smirk.
yeah, it does say that in it. Yes,
I
January
didn't
2nd.
see that.
My
Good
apologies.
morning, Passion B. Happy Friday.
And is that true of Exhibit 2 also?
There's no timestamp on that particular one, so I'll wait for the testimony to come in on that,
Thank you.
if you don't mind. Ms. Elkins, did Ashley have any children?
Yes, 2 sons, 11 and 7. He was 10 at the time, though, when she went missing.
Wow. I didn't even know she had
Did she have custody of those children?
Yes,
Did they live with her?
yes.
Have you had any contact with Ashley since January 1st of 2025?
No,
Have you heard anything from her?
no,
Have she reached out to her children?
no,
Has she reached out to anyone in your family?
no,
Have you seen or heard anyone
That cameraman
having
is horrible too, by
seen
the
her
way.
or
No.
talked to her?
no,
Get all out her face, man.
Do you remember the last text that you received from Ashley's phone?
was all man. That's the last
When
thing.
was that?
9:06, around that time, a.m.
Did you, was that was in response to something that you had sent her?
Yes,
Did she discuss going to a beauty store at any point in a text message with you?
no,
Did you ever check her location through her phone?
yes.
When did you do that?
I'm thinking around 1 or 2, I'm not sure.
And how did you do that?
Her and her sister, Alexis, they share locations.
Through an app on their phones?
Yes,
And so you're able to see from one phone the location of the other phone?
yes,
Were you there when Alexis did that? Or did
No.
she do that at your
I was at
behest?
home.
You were at home.
I asked her to do it.
You asked her to do it, but you didn't actually do it?
No.
Okay. Thank you, Judge. No further questions from this witness at this time.
Thank you, Mr. Lang.
Okay. You said you didn't talk to Ashley on January 1st, correct?
I did talk to her January 1st.
You said you had no contact with her on January 1st.
I said I talked to her January 1st.
I'm sorry?
I talked to her January 1st.
So you spoke to her on the phone
Yes,
on January 1st.
Yes.
You know if that was in the morning, afternoon, or evening?
I want to say like afternoon, maybe morning. I'm not sure.
Now, Ashley had her own
I want
home
them to fire that
separate
camera,
from
man.
living with you, correct?
A
Yes.
woman, whoever
You
she
said you lived
is.
a couple blocks
It
away.
is.
Yes.
And when was the last time you physically saw Ashley?
Actually, FaceTime when her and my daughter were at the casino, and they FaceTime and wished me a Happy New Year's. So that was actually at 1 a.m. exactly. As soon as it went on to the next year, she called and they wished me a Happy New Year.
So that would have been December 31st?
It actually been January the 1st. It was the next day. It was at, when it switch over, you say Happy New Year. So what, 12, so what is that,
So it was
12?
after midnight? on
Yes.
January
Yeah.
1st? And that was by text message?
No, it was on FaceTime.
She just told you FaceTime, bro.
And did you know where she was at that time that she FaceTimed you?
Yes,
Where was that?
she was at the casino.
At where?
Casino. I don't know which one, but she was at the casino with her sister.
She answered that already too.
And would this have been in Detroit?
Yes, downtown.
So as far as you knew, at least as of just after midnight on January 1st, she was located at a casino in Detroit, correct?
Yes,
Now, you said that she would usually text you back if you texted her, correct?
correct.
And would she text you back within minutes, hours, or days?
Minutes depending on if she was busy.
Well, she worked, correct?
Right,
And she worked doing hair,
correct.
correct?
Yes,
And did she do this out of her home?
yes.
Salute, Novi. Happy Friday. Thank you for checking in. Thank you for checking in.
And if she was busy, whether it was work or doing social activities, she might not get back to you until the next day? Would that
Oh,
be
no,
accurate?
no, she'll call me that day or text me.
So it would be within hours that she would always text you back.
No, not true.
whichever day her
Sometimes she'll
mother
text me right back,
testified.
sometimes 15 minutes, sometimes a half
You
an
doing
hour.
something
Depends
with
on what
forensic.
she's, so it depends on what she's doing.
With the forensic people
But
today.
never not text me a whole day without talking to me.
So she would text you back regardless of whether she was working, busy, in a social engagement, she'd text you back within hours.
This
not
was
days.
8
Correct.
days ago. And also, there's just a preliminary hearing too.
And you said that you didn't know in the last couple months of
Yeah, so this
2024,
was 8 days ago.
whether or not she was dating anybody, correct?
Exactly.
And you didn't know whether or not she was dating anybody on December 31st of 2020.
It's going on right now though too.
Correct.
Didn't know if she was dating somebody on January 1st of 2025, correct?
Correct.
So I take it that you had no knowledge of her being involved
Yes.
with a
Yeah,
person
this
by the
her
name
mother.
of Marcel Sanchez during the last week of December of 2024.
I don't know Marcel, so no.
I'm sorry?
I don't know Marcel, no.
Oh, okay, Sheila.
Did your daughter drink alcohol?
Yes.
Um, Did she smoke marijuana?
Judge, I
Yes.
object to relevance.
What they gotta do with anything, bro?
Yeah, I think it's relevant. in
That gotta be the
terms
defense.
of her overall,
It may be, I'll overrule the objection.
Do she smoke marijuana? Man, come on, man. Really?
do you happen to, part of this
Respect
video
Capricorn
that
Chronicles. Appreciate
that
you
was already
stopping through.
marked as exhibit 1 and 2 was Ashley going into a 7-Eleven store on the morning of January 2nd, correct?
I'm not sure, is that what day it was? I don't know. Did you say 0
You've seen that video
I-
before, correct?
I'm just saying it. So it was January 2nd?
Yeah, she
Yes.
just saw it, bro.
Okay. Do you know what she purchased at the 7-Eleven?
How she
No,
know what she
video
purchased?
looked like she had coffee in her hand.
Like, come on, dude. I'm telling you, I absolutely these defense lawyers in these type of cases,
Do you know whether or
they know
not
how
she
to piss you
purchased
off.
a blunt wrap at 7-Eleven?
No.
Even the judge looking at him like, and where you going with this?
Did Ashley ever, if she was out, say, at night, whether it was with, a boyfriend or her girlfriends or sisters, who would watch her kids?
Who would watch your
Again,
kid?
I'll object to that as.
Come on, bruh.
Well, I think it's relevant, Your Honor, as to, time frames and whether or not she, has a history of not coming home or leaving.
A history of what?
Objection, go ahead.
They got to do with her being.
I answer that?
Yes.
Okay. First of all, she co-parents with the kid's father. So on the weekends, they go with their father. If she wants to do anything during the week, which is rare because she's working, but if she does, then either I or one of her sisters keep the kids.
So on weekends, the father would have the children.
Correct.
Who on trial? Ashley
And
or
his
her
name is
crazy ass
LaJohn.
ex-boyfriend?
LaJohn.
And do you know a LaSawn Ross?
No.
You don't? She's not a friend of your family?
What's the name?
LaShawn?
Oh, I thought you said LaShawn. LaShawn, yes. That's her best friend.
And is she related to you or your family at all?
No.
Seriously, boy.
She's a friend of Ashley and your other daughter?
Well, her and Ashley are best friends, but they all grew up together.
That's when you know there's no real case when they get to asking dumbass question like this right here. Like,
So I'm correct here in saying that the last time you had any communication with Ashley was in the morning of January 1st, when she sent you some kind of a picture or video of something she cooked.
she talked to on FaceTime, bro.
Yeah. I don't know if she sent me a video, a picture. I can't remember that, but I remember talking to her about her actually sending me some food to eat that day.
Okay.
This-
That was
I can't
the last
remember.
communication you had with her, correct?
Yes.
And that was sometime in the morning of January 1st.
I'm not sure. It could have been afternoon. Even I don't know. I don't know because she was cooking. She was cooking in the morning, so it couldn't have been in the morning. But she was cooking that morning.
Now, I take it that at some point in time on January 2nd, you were concerned about her whereabouts because she hadn't texted you back, correct?
Yes.
And when did this concern start?
It
Was it
really,
in the afternoon, the evening?
it really concerned me when I texted what I texted her, and she said, "Oh man," to me, and then when I called her, she wouldn't answer the phone. So that's when I started getting worried from the beginning. And that was
Whether
9:06.
was, again, in the afternoon?
That was in the morning, 9:06 a.m.
So you
You
were
said that
concerned
already as
about
well.
her at 9 o'clock in the morning as to where she might be?
Of why she didn't answer her phone or text back. After saying, "Oh man," and I called her, she didn't answer the phone, and it kind of made me have like a leery kind of feeling. I didn't feel right about it.
Was this on January 2nd?
Yes, that morning at 9:06 a.m.
On January 2nd, at some point in time, did you go over to the apartment complex where Mr. Booker lived?
Yes.
And what time did you go over to that apartment?
I'm not sure what time.
It was still daylight when you went there, correct?
I went a couple times, so I think the first time I went it was daylight. When I went around the bill, it was daylight the first time.
Okay. And you went over there a couple times to see if she was over at his apartment?
Yeah, later on that night, it's like 3 o'clock in the morning, I went a few times, yes.
That's crazy. She really had that feeling, man.
And would I be correct in stating that you probably rang the bell or knocked on the door of the outside of Mr. Booker's apartment? Correct?
Rang the bell, yes.
Okay. My understanding is that the building that Mr. Booker had an apartment in, there was a outside door, correct?
Yes,
And there were 2, 3, 4 apartments inside there with their own private doors, correct?
yes,
Okay. So you had to ring a bell outside to get let into the lobby.
correct, yes.
And so however many times you went there on January 2nd and rang that bell, you got no response, correct?
Correct.
And after not getting a response from her by phone or your various times that you went over to Mr. Booker's apartment, did you then call the police?
Yes,
And would I be correct in stating that you
Good job on that, man.
contacted the police about 8 o'clock that night on January 2nd?
around that time, I think, not sure.
And I take it somebody, a police officer, didn't come to your door, but he came to Ashley's home, correct?
Correct,
And you were present at Ashley's home when the police officer talked to you about her being missing, correct?
yes.
Did you tell that officer that you knew why Ashley may have went over to Mr. Booker's apartment that day?
No,
How she know why, bro?
You don't recall telling him what you thought?
about going over there, no.
Do you recall the police officer asking you that day, why would she go over there today? Do you recall him asking you that question?
No,
Do you recall you telling the police officer that night at approximately 9:17:42 that I feel like because she has some financial problems and he's like a person to help out?
I don't know. I
I
don't
don't recall
remember.
making it.
It's a lot of stuff going on, I don't know. I can't remember.
What's up, Road to the Mill Media? Salute to you. Respect, respect, respect. he ain't got no question because he ain't got no case. Like, tell your client to plead guilty, man. Oh, I forgot this preliminary. You know, they showing everything. They showing this preliminary. Imagine what they really got. What more they have, should I say? What's good, Just Mona? Happy Friday. Respect, respect. Thank you for coming through. The judge look like he over that shit.
Go ahead. What's his body cam? What's his body cam?
Horrendous crimes, man. Shit is crazy. Like, why even waste trial on people that do shit like this right here? For real, for real. Look at it. Look at that look on his face. Don't got a care in the world.
Are you gonna mark it?
I'm sorry.
Is this gonna be defense anything?
I'm not necessarily planning on marketing it right now.
Okay, I just wanna make the record clear, okay.
Yeah, for real. At least they making him stand up. Fucking drive his butts, get to sit down with a damn mask over his face.
But then when she saw it was him at the door, and
I don't know.
she had to go through that extent to make sure that she would be home to book an appointment.
Ooh, because what happened was she
cut contact.
So she stopped contact, and so he went on her page and got her other.
Where at?
It's 1742.
I'm telling you, it's not
Why
like
would
her.
she go over there today? What's the?
I don't know.
I feel like because she has some financial problems, and he's usually a person like help out, and I'm telling.
Does that refresh your recollection of your conversation with the officer?
Yes, it does.
So you did say that.
Yes, I did.
And what? She was thinking all kind of reasons why she ain't heard from her daughter. And what? Shit be going crazy, man.
Now, you also said you could recognize Ashley's vehicle from just those videos, correct?
Correct.
And she had just kind of purchased that vehicle, correct?
Yes.
Like recently, before January 2nd?
Yes.
And would I be correct in stating that she didn't have a plate on the vehicle, correct?
Correct.
And at that time, she didn't have a license to drive the vehicle, correct?
Correct.
Now, when all your attempts to contact her on January 2nd, you obviously made this police report to the Warren Police Department, correct?
Yes.
That night. Did you then go over to Mr. Booker's apartment again on January 3rd?
Yes.
And did you go over there in the morning and in the afternoon?
Yes.
And did you, at some point in time, actually go into Mr. Booker's apartment?
Yes.
And is that because somebody broke out a window, opened the outside door, and pushed in his door, correct?
No.
Nobody did that.
No.
So the outside door and his door to his apartment were simply open.
I didn't do that. So the guy downstairs, one of the neighbors, let me in. The guy downstairs, he opened the door for me. I went upstairs and knocked on the door, his door open.
Knocked on what door?
On DeAndre's door, and his door open.
And so you went inside on Mr. Booker's apartment, correct, on January 3rd?
Yes.
That was in the afternoon, about 3:20, 3:30.
I don't know exactly what time it was, but yes, I went in there.
In order to save time and not have to pull up another video, if I let you know that there's this same parking lot video that shows you pulling up into that parking lot at Mr. Booker's.
Bro, she said she didn't know what time it was, but she did it.
In the afternoon, would that be
You're just trying to
accurate?
get some shit in the evidence.
If it's on video, I don't know what time it was. A lot going on that day. So I don't know if you know what time. So I'm not sure. But if you have it, then yes.
You had some other person in the apartment open up the door,
No.
No, she knocked on the door opened.
the outside door.
The guy downstairs opened up the door.
All right, and then would I be correct in stating that you and some other people went into Mr. Booker's apartment?
Correct. Correct.
That afternoon, correct?
Yes.
And it was you, and it was LaShawn Ross, correct?
I think LaShawn, yeah, I think LaShawn was with me. That time, there's a few of us that went in. It was my daughter, Anaya.
And Alexis, or Anaya,
Anaya.
and the father of Ashley's children.
No, he wasn't with me when I went the first time. He was not with me.
He came back later.
As far as I know, but he was not with me.
How many times did people in your family go into Mr. Booker's apartment on January 3rd?
I have no idea. I know I went in there once.
Okay.
And why are you asking her
Did you
hearsay?
take a phone from Mr. Booker's apartment?
No.
Did LaShawn Ross take a phone from Mr. Booker's apartment, to your knowledge?
I guess.
And did you give that phone over to the Warren Police Department?
Yes.
And did you tell the Warren Police Department that you had found that phone on the ground outside of Mr. Booker's apartment?
I don't know. I was not there. I'm not the one who turned it in. I was
Who
not
took the
there.
phone to the Warren Police Department?
LaShawn and my daughter.
And I would be correct in stating that you did not have Mr. Booker's permission to go into his apartment, correct?
Correct.
Probably gonna try to get that phone thrown out of evidence because of how it was retrieved. So, all right, they got so much video on them anyway. Three, 4 o'clock in the morning, pushing a damn buggy, an empty buggy. Then comes out with a with something in a bag in a buggy. Looks like an arm hanging out of it.
During the last week of December, did you know that Ashley was spending every single day with a person by the name of Marcel Sanchez?
No, I don't know who that person is.
You never met this person.
I met him after she came up missing, but I didn't know anything about him before.
That ain't got nothing to do with her being at the ex house last and never seen again. And these defense lawyers, boy.
And do you know whether or not Mr. Sanchez was sharing phone locations with Ashley at the time?
No, I don't know anything about that.
I have no further questions.
Thank you. Anything further?
Yes, just very briefly. Ms. Elkins, why did the text from Ashley saying, "oh man," at 9:06, why was that concerning to you?
Because I had a dream, and I was telling her I had a dream that her car was missing. Somebody took her car. And so it was just kind of weird that she said, "oh man," and then when I tried to call her, she wouldn't answer. Usually she would have called me back and asked me questions about the dream, and she didn't.
Why did you end up going to the defendant's apartment? Like, how did you choose that place to go?
Because his location was in my daughter Alexa's phone.
As the location for?
Ashley, where she was on her phone at the time.
I want to show you Exhibit 63, ma'am. Do you recognize that person there?
No.
Have you ever seen that person before?
No.
Is that Ashley?
No.
Is that your daughter?
No.
So there was a girl that was actually seen with the ex.
63, and if I haven't yet, Exhibit 3, I don't remember if I did or not.
And I think she drove her car away from his apartment, whoever that is.
It will be admitted. When you went to the defendant's apartment, did you disrupt anything in the apartment?
No, we didn't touch anything.
Did you do anything in the apartment other than look?
Walk through.
Did anyone tell you to go there?
No.
Did you act on any instructions from police or anything like that?
No, I was looking for my daughter. I wasn't getting help, so I looked for her myself.
No further questions from this witness, Your Honor. Thank you.
Let's
go, Mama.
In terms of disrupting anything, did you look around every room in the apartment?
I looked in the bedroom. I walked in the hallway and glanced into the bathroom, and then we walked back out.
I take it that part of the reason you were there was to see if Ashley was there.
Correct.
Did you see Ashley in the apartment on the afternoon of January 3rd?
No.
Did you see anybody in the apartment on the afternoon of January 3rd?
No.
Did you let the police in Warren know that you went into the apartment on January 3rd and that nobody was there?
No.
On January 3rd, have you also pulled up, like put up posters or something about your daughter being missing?
Yes.
Set up some kind of a hotline or something?
Yes.
Did you, in fact, yourself get a tip that Ashley was located at an address in Detroit on January 4th?
I'll object to that, Your Honor. Calls for hearsay.
Mr. Ryan?
Well, I don't think it's.
Is it offered
The
prove the
truth
truth of the matter, sir?
of that, just that she had some type of communication with somebody about the whereabouts of her daughter.
Say it again.
On January 4th, did you get some type of tip or information from a text that said that Ashley was being held at a location on Eileen Street in Detroit.
Yes,
And did you contact the police department to let them know that?
yes.
And you contacted the Warren Police Department?
Detroit,
Did you actually go to that location?
yes,
And did any police officers actually go into that location to look for Ashley?
yes, they were on the block and around the house.
I'm sorry,
They're on the block and around the house.
did they actually go into that house?
No.
I have no further questions.
Mr. Payne, your conduct, your behavior, your
It's crazy. Let's see. Trying to find.
What are your last name, please? Raise your right hand, please. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give in this matter will be true, so help you God? Thank you. May I have a seat, please? Mr. DeFranco or Ms. Seward?
Good morning.
Good morning.
State your name for the record, please.
Officer Southport Info.
Officer, how are you employed?
All right, well, we got some good audio on this. What we're about to watch now is an officer found inside drain at ex-boyfriend's apartment in the Ashley Elkins murder case. It's pretty good audio. Let's see. Let's start playing it. I mean, go ahead and subscribe to this channel right here. I like their audio. You following more with them. All right, let's go.
Employed?
I'm employed through the city of Roseville as a police officer.
How long have you been a police officer for the city of Roseville?
Next week will be 8 years.
Do you have any prior law enforcement experience?
I worked at the Oakland County Jail for 2.5 years prior to Roseville.
Anything besides that? Were you working in a capacity as a Roseville police officer on, I believe it was January 30th, 2025?
Yes, I was.
And
What's up, GG?
January
How you
30th,
doing?
yeah.
Respect.
Did your duties that day take you to 26069 Pinehurst?
Yes, it did.
And that's in the city of Roseville, County of Macomb?
Yes.
What was your assignment that day?
My assignment was that day was as an evidence tech officer to go to the scene to collect evidence.
Have you been in evidence tech prior to January 30th?
Yes.
How long have you been doing that kind of work?
Since I've had 1 year on, so about 7 years.
And what are your duties as an evidence tech?
To collect and tag all evidence in regards to any case that's needed and to preserve evidence.
And so why did you go to 26069 Pinehurst?
I was advised I was going to 26069 Pinehurst due to a plumbing company coming out there because we were going to be taking all drains out of the home.
Was that pursuant to a search warrant?
Yes.
What happened when you got to that location?
When I arrived, Detective Sergeant Sadler, Detective Sergeant Crossi, and Detective Les Browns were already on scene with the search warrant inside the apartment. They were there with, it was A&E Plumbing, and the plumbers began taking the drains out of the home.
So did that happen before you got there or while you were there?
While I was there. They did not start till I was there.
And what drains were removed that day?
The kitchen sink drain with the garbage disposal, the sink in the bathroom, and the tub drain.
Okay,
Were
let's
all
go.
3 of those analyzed or looked at?
Yes,
Did you find anything of note?
yes,
In
Yeah, it's
all
crazy.
of them, one of them, 2 of them?
just in the bathtub drain.
So I'm gonna direct your attention to, Mr. Lane, do we have a stipulation in these exhibits as well?
Yes.
So we have, for this officer, it'll be People's Exhibit 64 through 72. They are photos from the search warrant. You stipulate to the admission for purposes of preliminary examination.
Correct.
Thank you.
There will be a name.
Okay, so on the screen, we see People's Exhibit 64. What are we looking at here?
So this was the piece of drywall that had to be taken out to get to the back of the tub drain
Girl, this is
inside the apartment.
Who removed the drywall?
Let me see when
The plumber.
Were you
It's
there when
actually
they
a
removed it
preliminary
in the
here.
room?
Yes,
Did you watch them do it?
yes,
So when they removed the drywall and the drain, were you able to
This was
see
6
that whole
days ago.
process?
yes. I was standing right there in the
This
kitchen.
testimony 6 days ago. And it's preliminary. So no jury or nothing like that.
All right, this is People's Exhibit 65. What are we looking at here?
These are all of the different pieces of the drain that were taken out from the bathtub.
Okay, this is just the bathtub drain?
This is just the bathtub.
And People's Exhibit 66. What do we see here?
This was a clump of hair that was found in one of the pieces of the bathtub drain.
So when the drain was removed, who disassembled it?
The plumber disassembled it and handed it to me piece by piece. And
You viewed that whole process?
yes,
So this, in People's Exhibit 66, the clump of hair, where was that found?
that was found in one of the pieces in the drain.
In the tub drain?
Yes,
And who, you found that?
yes.
And People's Exhibit 67, actually strike that, let me say this. So we talked about this clump of hair. Did you find anything else in the drain?
Yes.
What did you find?
I also found what is suspected to be a bullet fragment.
So we're looking at People's Exhibit 67. What is this?
Crazy.
That is the suspected bullet fragment that I found inside the bathtub drain.
And this is People's Exhibit 68. What is this?
That is the same suspected fragment with a measurement there.
And then People's Exhibit 69.
Just a different angle on the same suspected bullet fragment.
And it looks as if this is just a different view of it. So when you say suspected bullet fragment, what led you to believe it could have potentially been a bullet?
I have dealt with several bullet fragments in the past. It's something that we see unfortunately quite often. And it was heavy, appeared to be lead based. So it led me to believe that it was a bullet fragment.
Is there anything on this angle that could have indicated that it was a bullet?
You can, from the back, you can see that there looks like possibly like a, I want to call it a puncture mark, but a mark on the back of it where it may have been a striker, something like that may have hit.
All right. Anything else you found in the drain?
Yes.
What else?
An earring was found inside the bathtub drain.
And can you describe the earring?
Yeah, it was a silver looking hooped style earring. Would appear to have, I don't know if they were diamonds themselves, but what we're looking as diamonds across the front of it.
And this is People's Exhibit 71. Can you tell us what this is?
This is all of the water that was drained from inside of each of the pipes from inside of the house.
Okay, so so the pipes were removed and then the water was just poured into this container?
The water was removed. It was originally put into a 5-gallon bucket on scene because that's what I had. We did not have a top for it, so I put it into one of our paint cans that we use for evidence because they can be sealed shut.
And are all 3 of the drains were poured into one bucket?
Yes.
That's this bucket?
Yes.
And then People's Exhibit 72, what's this?
That is the bucket after all of the water has been put into it.
And that's sealed? Are you able to tell?
It does not look like it is sealed yet. That was prior to me sealing it, I believe.
So aside from the clump of hair, the earring, and the possible gun bullet fragment, did you find anything else of note in any of those drains?
No.
What did you do with those 3 items?
All 3 items were tagged and placed into evidence.
I have nothing further at this time, Aaron.
Thank you, Mr. Lang.
Officer Manafo, with regard to, I guess, let's go, to the bullet fragment.
Do you want the bullet fragment up?
If you want.
It's a
Sure.
Okay.
Most definitely, they got so much serious proof. It's crazy. It'll really blow you away. All the video footage they got of him
67
in
or
the
68.
apartment complex. It's
You
crazy.
said that you've had experience as an evidence technician of gathering spent bullets, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And do you have experience in analyzing spent bullets in terms of whether they've been fired from a gun or?
No.
Okay. In your experience, are you able to look at this bullet fragment and determine its age?
No.
Did it look like it was pretty corroded?
Yeah, it was sitting in water.
Okay. And I would assume that it was sitting in water for a long time, correct?
I don't know that.
Okay. But it wouldn't, if that bullet had been fired from a gun and went into that drain.
He doesn't know that.
Within a month, it wouldn't look like that, would it?
I don't know that.
Speculation.
Like, come on, bro.
The world.
You don't know?
I don't know that.
Okay. But did it look old to you?
He doesn't know
Based
that.
on your
It
experience.
looked like it's been sitting in water.
That's
I
it.
mean, just like any other piece of metal that's sitting in water, it's going to be corroded.
Okay. And you don't know how long that would take to get to that
No, he
state
do
that
not.
it was in, correct?
No.
Oh. You said you collect this evidence, and do you know whether or not that bullet was analyzed by any type of, say, Michigan State Police crime lab?
I tagged it, and that is the basis of my evidence tech job. I don't know what happened after that.
So you don't know if it was analyzed, and you don't know the result of that analyzation?
Correct.
Okay. And if we talk about the clump of hair that was found, do you know whether or not that clump of hair was analyzed by, say, the Michigan State Police?
Do not
His
know.
job is to find the
And you
evidence.
wouldn't know the results of that analyzation, correct?
Correct.
Not his job.
Are you familiar with collecting hair samples?
In which regards, it depends.
Well, I mean, as an evidence tech, you know,
I've taken hair samples off of something. I've never taken a hair sample out of somebody's head before, so it depends on what you're talking about.
could you tell whether or not the hair was from an animal or human?
I have no idea. No.
The capacity to do that. Could you tell whether it
No,
would
Chevy,
have been from
Probably
a
could be, but
white person
he's
or a
old
black
as
person?
shit.
I don't know.
I doubt if he's new. But that's what these
From a
defense
male or a
lawyers do.
female?
I don't know.
that.
I wouldn't know.
Okay. Is that something
They ask
that
dumbass questions
maybe
like that.
a lab could determine?
I don't know. I don't work in a lab.
Okay. So I take it that with regard to, well, let me go forward to the hearing. Do you know whether or not that earring was identified as coming from any particular person?
I do not
We
know.
don't. He just bad the evidence, bro. Quit asking dumbass questions.
With respect to
all of these three things that you found, and these were pretty much the only three things that you personally
He act like he
found
knew.
in the
What
search
do defense
records,
lawyers
correct?
do that?
Yes.
And when you went to the apartment, did you look at the tub first before the drains were taken out?
Yes.
And would I be correct in stating that the drain where water drains down from the bathtub didn't have like a stopper or a guard on it?
I do not recall.
Nah, I'm for real, Stephen. It's crazy. I apologize. 'Cause I'm being dead ass serious. I'm not even playing with them. And they be knowing they be asking
Yes.
dumb ass questions.
I'm not gonna mark this as an exhibit right now, but just been doing it to see if it would refresh.
Look at his ass better not be new.
I'll get you the number for, that's one of our exhibits that's already entered, so I'll tell you what it is.
That's
So we can
no
reference it for the record.
Just for right now, Officer Renavo, I'm just gonna show you a picture. And I would just want you to look at that and tell me if that refreshes your recollection of whether there was a stopper or cover on the drain.
I do not recall. That picture is not mine, so I don't know if.
I'm just asking you if this refreshes your recollection of what the
Picture's not
drain looked
his,
like
man.
when you saw it on
I
January
do not
3rd.
recall.
And just for the record, Your Honor, the picture that Mr. Lane just showed was People's Exhibit 35 that was previously entered.
Thank you.
I like this cop though. He's not moved by it. A lot of cops get frustrated. He's not moved by it. Shout out to him.
Would I be correct in stating that if there was no cover on that drain and somebody was in there with an earring and it happened to fall off, it wouldn't be unusual for that earring to go down the drain, correct?
You don't know that.
Be easy enough to happen by accident, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Would I be correct then that in terms of what you did, you collected this evidence, but you have no information that you can tell us as to whether or not any of this evidence belonged to either Mr. Booker or Ms. Elkins, correct?
Correct.
I have no further questions, Your Honor.
Thank you. Anything on your Greg?
No, Your Honor.
No, you
Thank you.
don't.
Thank you, Officer.
Out of here. It's crazy work. With this one. All right, this one right here is Michigan detective reveals shocking discoveries to court. Ashley Elkins case. And remember, this is a preliminary hearing. Well, I think this, I haven't watched this, but it seemed like this is gonna be the one where they show all this digital, maybe his Google searches. Y'all wouldn't believe what his Google searches were. Like he was asking about shooting inside of a pillow.
Detective Chris Moran.
Right here, please.
All
Sounds
kind of
for
crazy
affirm that
stuff
the
there.
testimony you're about to give in this matter will be the truth. Mr. Elkins.
I do. Oh yeah, I'm gonna sit. I'm so used to standing, I apologize. Good morning, sir. Please state your name, spell your last name for the court.
Detective Chris Moran, Moran, with the Roosevelt Police Department.
And I don't know this page, it just popped up in the algorithm. So shout out to justice is a process. Fair use is not in effect. Fair use is not in effect. This content is used for entertainment, educational purposes only, and I do not own the rights to this content. But shout out to justice is a process.
How long have you been employed in that capacity?
Just over 20 years.
What's your current assignment within the department?
I'm a detective with the Criminal Investigations Division.
What sort of duties does that entail?
It's primarily a
That's what
follow-up
Sheriff said.
investigating
Thank
of criminal complaints.
Were you employed in that capacity in January of this year?
Yes, I was.
On
Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act, 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is now in full effect. And shout out to Justice is a Process.
January 7th of 2024, did you have cause to go to the location of 26069 Pinehurst in the city of Roseville?
Yes, I had cause to be in that area.
What was the purpose for you being there that day, sir?
To assist with the investigation of a suspicious disappearance.
What specifically did you do upon your arrival?
I made the scene, the area down there, to assist with searching dumpsters for evidence or the missing person themselves.
I'm sorry, Clement, I didn't hear for a second. You said what's
7th. When you got there, why specifically were you tasked with looking in dumpsters?
The person was missing. There was reason to believe it could be a result of criminal activity, some type of violent assault. This person was absolutely unknown at that point where they may be. So we attempted to locate them. A dumpster could be a plausible place someone involved in criminal activity or assault or death of this person would put them as a means to dispose.
When you got to the scene, describe what you did, sir.
I was initially tasked with the dumpsters in the Eastgate parking lot, which is west of the defendant's apartment complex, and checking numerous dumpsters along the backside of that shopping center there.
Did you notice anything in those dumpsters on the back side of the shopping plaza?
I did not locate anything suspicious or of evidentiary value or the victim of any sort.
What did you do next, sir?
I did have a phone conversation with Detective Taylor, who at that time was in the defendant's apartment complex in a shed where the security footage was being reviewed. And he updated me and told me I would no longer need to search the dumpsters. He had viewed the video and ruled out the Eastgate Shopping Center as a potential location where evidence could be or the person missing.
Did that complete your search then for the day?
No, it did not.
What did you do next?
I then responded to that shed where the security system was and had brief conversation with Detective Taylor, and also was viewing the video alongside him of the apartment complex. He was reviewing the previous the date in question.
When you reviewed that video, did it inform your investigation in any way?
Yes. Yes. There was a point where we observed in the overnight hours I believe, I don't have the time here, a male subject in a black coat with a hood with Ruffy.
Yeah, I'm telling y'all, like, this is the one. Like, the evidence is so compelling. Like, they done, I don't know what part of Detroit this is in, but man, these detectives, I mean, they got so much evidence. I'm talking about, like, from people, ring cameras, from businesses. Like, it is crazy. And hopefully, I think this is the one. But let's go. And thank you, everybody, for being here. I greatly appreciate it.
Puffy hood, gray, pushing a shopping cart from the direction of the defendant's apartment north through the lot. There appeared to be something in the shopping cart that was covered, I think, in a white sheet, if I recall, and possibly something that may have been an arm. I couldn't say for absolute certain, but it appeared to be that way. He pushed that shopping cart to a parking lot to the north of his complex, where he stopped at a dumpster about midway through that complex with the shopping cart, a dumpster with a side open door where there was lots of movement.
What did you do when you saw that video?
The movement went on for several seconds. It led me to believe that it's possible this person was struggling with something that was difficult to put in that dumpster. It led me to conclude that I should check it for any evidence.
Did you ultimately check that dumpster?
I did.
All right, let's talk about this. I believe there's a stipulation, Judge, to people's exhibits.
And you also have to know, like, from what I noticed, she wasn't like a very small girl. You know, I know when you were seeing somebody on camera, sometimes it looked like they're bigger. You gotta remember, he had like a regular shopping cart. So if he was able to get her, like, would her whole body actually fit in there? You know what I'm saying? Like did he do some type of dismemberment or something? Like, it's crazy because I think it's also some evidence to where he goes to the trash can another time too, like carrying a box. But let me shut up. Let's play it.
Let's see what this officer is going to be. People's exhibits 73 through.
Yeah, I said the same thing. Just plead guilty, man.
And then 120 through 125.
Mr. Hunter?
For exam purposes only.
That is correct, Your Honor.
Let's go back to this. And I'm going to share the screen here. Give me a second. Let's start off with exhibit 74. No, hold on. Give it a share.
Like, I don't even know, like, the stuff they got on camera. I don't even know how defense can even explain 4 o'clock in the morning, pushing the buggy across, going past the apartment complex that he's staying in, trash cans going to somewhat another set of trash cans.
Give me just a second.
I don't see how they can explain it.
Here we go.
Because why?
All right, here we are. 73. Do you recognize what we're looking at here, sir?
Yes, appears to be the defendant's apartment complex.
Which direction are we looking here?
It appears to me to be north.
Well, unless he plead insanity, which might be why he acting up.
Do you remember which location or where the defendant's apartment would have been relative to this picture?
I did not visit that apartment directly. I couldn't say with absolute certainty.
Okay, but you.
I knew it was in this approximate area right here.
I understand. Let's go to 74 then. What do we have here in 74?
That is the dumpster that I visited for inspection.
He even Googled what happens to the trash.
What is it, when you saw this dumpster, what caused you to investigate that specific one?
It was specific, the time and location in question, given all the information we had. The fact that the video, even though it wasn't clear and it was dark, it was clear to me that the person putting whatever it was in that dumpster was struggling, which anyone who's had experience lifting a person, it is difficult if they're limp to move them around. It would take a lot of effort to get them out. It would be difficult, and it's not surprising to see that it took that long, if that in fact what was going on.
And I see that there is yellow tape on this dumpster. Who did that?
I did.
When you were investigating the dumpsters in Eastgate, did you take them off in any way?
No.
What was it about this dumpster? What specifically did you observe that made you want to put the yellow tape on this dumpster?
When I looked in and down, I saw what was absolutely certain to me to be blood from my training and experience.
Let's go to 75.
Let's go.
The blood was at the bottom.
Let's go to 75 here. Same dumpster, different angles, that fair to say?
Yes.
76. What are we looking at here, sir?
The most visible, in my recollection, to the lower left was blood, some of it coagulated, which often happens when the person or animal that's bleeding was in place for a while. And it lead to believe that person or whatever it was there previously.
Let's go to 77. What do we have here?
Yes, just a different view of the same thing, a pool of blood that's somewhat coagulated.
Why are the placards there, sir?
That would have been placed by an evidence tech. I did not place them.
I see. 78 close up, is that fair to say?
Yes.
79 further close up?
Correct.
And then 80?
Yes, same thing.
Close up, all right, thank you. Now, after you secured the dumpster and it was processed, what did you do next?
I secured the dumpster until I was relieved by Officer Jackson, who continued to secure it. To my knowledge, never left until an evidence tech arrived. And then after that, I was directed to go to Motor City Pawn. Lieutenant Beamer informed me there may be security footage of the suspect passing through that area.
All right. Where, let's do this.
Okay, Chevy say blood began to
Let
clump.
me show
That's
you
what
exhibit 120.
coagulation means. Yeah, I kind of figured that one, but thank you. Coagulation. I'm telling you, man, this evidence they got is crazy. But I don't think, the prelim, I don't think they actually.
All right, exhibit 120. What are we looking at here, sir?
That'd be an aerial view, satellite view of the area investigated, including the defendant's apartment, all the way up to Motor City Pawn and a little bit north to Glendale.
All right. Are the pertinent places relevant to this investigation visible on this map?
Yes.
Let me ask you this. Is the apartment complex that the defendant resided in present on this map?
Yes, it is.
Where would it be located? Is there any sort of marker that is on this map that can show you where it's located?
I believe where it says Hampton Court, just north of Fraser, would be correct in this more southern point of the photograph.
So bottom right corner where the white roofs of those buildings, is that fair to say?
Yes.
Right. Where then was the dumpster that you taped off and ultimately found that suspected blood in?
It's just north of there in the parking lot. I don't know if you want me to get over and point it.
Well, is there a marker on the map that shows an approximate location to where that is?
Yeah, Huntington Manor marker label. It's pretty close, just west of that marker.
So just left?
Yeah, just left of it.
And where is Motor City Pawn?
That has a bright red marker in the more northern part, top of the screen.
So top left corner?
Ish, yes.
Did you ultimately make that location, sir?
Yes, I did.
All right. And did you speak with anyone there?
Yes, I spoke with an employee. His name was Todd Cherkup. He was willing to assist me.
Assist you in what way, sir?
Reviewing the video and for me to view and then downloading it at my request.
I'm going to show you, how many different videos would you say you saw, sir?
I believe 3, if my recollection is correct, from 3 different cameras.
I'll show you exhibit 121. I'm going to get the screen shutting down soon, I promise. That's something I'm used to doing. All right, 121. Where are those cameras located, if you can recall?
To the best of my recollection, this would be the south side. It would be in the corner of that angled, I guess, southeast corner of the building.
southeast corner of the building where there's sort of an indentation?
Yes.
90-degree indentation?
Yes, that would be a good way to describe it.
That's one camera. You said you viewed 3. Where are the other 2?
The best I can recall, the other one is in the western peak, I think close to that western peak or maybe just down from it.
What street is that?
That's Gratiot, northbound side.
And so the one is, the one camera is on that obtuse angle of the building, is that?
Yeah, it would be somewhere in that area.
To run parallel with Gratiot? Is that
I
what you're
wonder if they're
saying?
gonna show it.
Somewhat. There's a slight angle there, but yes.
I've seen it
And
already,
then
but
where was the third one?
The next
For
one,
content
if I
purpose.
recall, was just a little bit north on the building, and it
I would like
looks
for y'all
more
to see it.
pretty parallel to Gratiot, its view.
North being the top of the building,
Yeah.
top of this map?
Yes.
Now, let's watch exhibit. 122. All right, this is 122, sir. Which one of those 3 camera angles are we looking at here?
That's definitely going to be the one that's the south
Yeah,
side
I'm
building
sure.
and indentation area.
Looking back towards those parking lots?
Yes.
Let's watch here. Oh, before we go, does this have a timestamp on it?
Time stamped 5:05 a.m.
Were you able to determine if the timestamp on the building was accurate, on the surveillance building?
Remember, it's 5:05
cameras were
a.m. now.
accurate?
I can't recall on that specific.
Okay. Let's go forward here. What do we see here? I'm going to pause the video at 5:05:12. What do we see here, sir?
We see appears to be a male subject running west through the parking lot, dressed in a black coat with a similar gray hooded border, a similar build to the subject we saw in the original pushing the shopping cart earlier.
Continue back to the 10. Now let's do exhibit 123. All right, 123 is just that screenshot that we just looked at. Is that fair? At
Yeah.
5:05:12.
Yes, I would agree with that.
And 123. I'm sorry, 124 now. Which camera angle is this on 124?
That appears to be the one that's right around the corner on the west side of the building, the more southern one.
And what street are we looking at?
That is northbound Gresham.
Right. Again, the timestamp on this?
5:05 a.m. and 40 seconds when it started, I think.
What do we see on that?
That's a subject matching the description of the subject we just saw on the south side of the building. Appeared he rounded the corner and continued north.
And let's go to, is it 125? What are we looking at here on 125, sir?
That is the camera that's a little further north, actually close to the northwest corner of the building, facing north. That's northbound Gratiot on the left side and the north side parking lot.
At least
of
they
Motor
had
City Pawn
camera.
in view to
That's
the
an
right.
old ass
Timestamp
camera.
on this?
Be
Old
5:05 and 45 seconds.
We'll play this going forward. What do we see here, sir?
That's the subject that can be seen in the first camera and the second camera. It appears to match the description only seconds later, after the first two captured him, heading north into the darkness.
Now, sir, after you received those video clips from the pawn shop, do you have any other involvement in this investigation?
Yes.
What specifically do you do, sir?
I was tasked with reviewing the cell phone download from the defendant's phone.
How do you do that, sir?
It is downloaded into a program, Celebrite program. It was downloaded by the Secret Service and turned over to us for review.
Phone extraction.
And how do you begin that investigation or that analysis, if you will?
You plug in the thumb drive, you access the icon, it loads up like any other program, and it lists off in a similar fashion to most Windows programs, listing off text message option, photographs, Google searches, for example, amongst many other things.
All right, let's talk about that. I'm going to show you Exhibit 81. Exhibit 81, sir, what are we looking at?
That was a screenshot taken, located on the defendant's phone.
It reflects, what's reflected on that?
His name at the top, appears the registered name involved in that, personal info, his email, his phone number, and his address.
In addition to
y'all
photos
ain't
that
gonna
you
show
saw on the data from the cell phone, what else did you observe? You said there was another thing?
Google searches were a big part of it, text messages, to and from phone calls and duration to who and when.
Let's talk about the Google searches. Did you go through those Google searches?
Okay, y'all
Yes, I
check
did.
for this.
All right. How many would you say there were?
Arguably in well over 100. At least 100, I think, is best visual I can give you here.
Well, let me ask you this, sir. If I showed you what's people will move for admission of.
Come on, prosecution. Come on, get it together, man.
I don't know if I moved for admission, Judge. I'm sorry. Of
Well, definitely gonna be the nail coffin.
all of those in the beginning, did I?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
By all of them,
The ones that Robbie and I stipulated to.
73 through 84 and 120 through 125.
Yes. Great. All right, sure. I'm going to show you what's been entered as People's Exhibit 82.
This Google search is crazy. And then when they find the rest of them, they find.
Do you recognize what these are, sir?
Yeah, these are printouts from the extraction reports from the Celebrite program of the defendant's phone.
And those are Google searches specifically?
Some of them, yes.
So there's more than 100, there's probably thousands.
Yes, and it's stipulated in my report that the ones I noted in here seem to be, at the time, based on our knowledge, the most relevant to the investigation.
I understand. And there is, I'm going to show you 82A. Do you recognize what that is?
This is a printout of any of the searches, time and date stamps.
And Judge, I know they've been admitted, 82 and 82A have been admitted already, just so the record is clear. 82 is the exhibit. 82A is under 1006, a summary of voluminous documents. And I'll publish that to the court rather than everything else the court doesn't like.
And I have to keep in mind too, I want everybody to keep in mind too, it's preliminary.
I'm going to put some of these on the screen here from
for whatever
82A,
reason.
sir. Why did you specifically choose these searches?
Based on the information we had of what could have happened at the time, these appeared the most relevant. Some searches had.
So he searched, just in case someone listening and not watching, telling God, I want to unalive someone. There was another one about a 9mm silencer, Rosenville. And then there's one 9mm silencer, Rosenville MI. Then there was another one, 9mm silencer, Rosenville, Michigan. Then there was another one, Erda, out of Rage, X. And this dude was like, come on, bro. Then there was another one, and now this is remember, she went missing. Oh, so I missed some important parts, right? So the ones about the guns were done on December the 29th, 2024. And then you go down on the 2nd, 2025, January the 2nd, 2025. You know, she went missing, I think, on the over what it was the 1st. Yeah, because her mama talked to her on FaceTime New Year's Eve over into New Year's. Then she talked to her again while she was cooking. I guess that following morning. So then on January 1st, 2025, it was shoot a tool through pillow. Then on the 2nd, it was shotgun through pillow. Then on the 2nd, also saying, can you track location when phone is off on the 2nd? And then on the 5th, January 5th, 2025, what happens to trash after it's picked up? And you can't make this shit up. All right, let's go.
No bearing on the investigation based on the knowledge I had at that time.
Okay. So at 12:22 on December 22nd at 12:35:31 p.m. Before we get to that, actually, what is UTC plus 0?
Wait, we can take off the name of or to get that off the screen.
We have a different name on there now.
We'll get that one off also.
Especially the way it's reading right now.
Oh. We just take off.
I'm trying to just bring it off this. It seems to not allow me to take it. Just try to-
Yeah, I mean, you can, for this exhibit, you can move it down to here, but other exhibits, they'll have to be.
The crazy one is what happens to the trash after it's picked up. That's crazy work. And he happened to allegedly, as you can see, what the detective said that he was pushing that cart, like he was struggling to put something over in the trash can. And the trash can happened to have blood in it. Crazy work. Maybe he do plead out. I'll preliminary. I just like Trevor said.
All right, you guys coming in.
He's trying to do a sentence.
Yeah, I can try to do it a different way here. Let me try this. Maybe if I just share it like this.
And once again, shout out to Justice of the process for this content.
You may
Hey,
proceed.
you.
We'll bring them
All right, let me ask you this, sir. What does
Right, Chevy
What is
crazy. He don't
UTC
know it
plus
goes
zero?
to a
What does that mean?
landfill.
It's a
Exactly.
universal time. I think it's a global time stamp that doesn't account for time zones.
do you know what our time zone is relative to UTC?
I believe.
And you know what? And it's also crazy the fact that he don't know about what happens when you shoot something through a pillow. Like it smuggles the sound. Like, but then he's looking up silencers. Like, man, I'm telling you, like, and he cooked, man. Like for real, for real.
If it's 4 hours difference, I can't. This was
Do you
discussed
know or are you
earlier.
guessing? I know what you guess.
I don't want to. I don't want
Okay.
to tell you exactly. It was discussed earlier, but I can't recall.
So if it's UTC plus 0, is that telling us that that's actually the UTC time and not?
Yes.
Okay. So let's talk first about the 12:22 at 12:35 p.m. UTC time. What was it about that search that caused your suspicion arrest?
He quote searched, telling God I want to kill someone. I felt that was very relevant.
And now we have 3 of them on 12:29 at 4:22. Why were those important to you?
9mm silencer, Roseville, 9mm silencer, Roseville, Michigan, 9mm silencer, Roseville, Michigan. That would be very relevant. Silencer is a tool that is commonly used to, baffle the sound of a firearm.
Sorry, Bob, would you let Mr. Hirschman come through, please? Thank you.
Silencers is a accessory that would be fixed on the muzzle of a firearm that baffles the sound. So if you were intending to commit a crime and you did not want as many witnesses to potentially hear the gunshot, a silencer would be an appropriate tool.
Now, later that day, a couple hours later, 12:29 at 6:34. Why that one?
Murder out of rage X. I did know the victim was an ex-girlfriend. That felt relevant to me.
All right, now, on January 2nd,
Let's go.
At
Me
what
too.
is 12:48 UTC time, what are our 2 searches there?
Shotgun through pillow. It is speculated by me that shotgun, it could have been a typo on his part and he was repeating it or not. But to put a gun up against a pillow, people have done that in an effort to muffle the noise, similar to what a silencer would do.
Do you know what day Miss Elkins went missing or was last seen?
This was reported on the 4th. I believe it was a few days prior that she was last seen.
Yeah. It was the first walking into his apartment building.
Later that day on the 2nd, 6:11 UTC time, what is that one?
Asking, can you track a location when a phone is off? Someone committing a crime who had their phone on them might be concerned that the police could prove where they were at the crime scene, even though their phone may be off. People may be concerned about that.
Just let me say this. You got to do all this before you commit a crime. The chances are you probably should not commit that crime. The chances are you maybe should not commit that crime. Like, and you're doing these searches with your own telephone. You idiot. But thank you for being an idiot. Because Ashley's going to get her justice. Let's go.
And the last one here on this small selection, on 1-5, Why did you, at 6:31 UTC time, why did you choose that one?
What happens to the trash after it's picked up? I found that very relevant because the dumpster, I found blood in that dumpster. So if he had placed the victim in the dumpster, he would definitely be very concerned as to where the dumpster, the trash would go with the body.
All right, I'm going to show you now. You turned over all of those. You created a report about all of the
Yes.
searches that you saw.
Yes.
And that was placed into the Roseville Police Department's overall report for this case.
Yes.
You said earlier that you looked at some screenshots and photos. Do you recognize 84?
Yes.
What is this?
This looks like a location search. Time from pickup spot to where he intended to go.
From
if he had been attempting to travel. So it looks like up here from Glendale Street or in the approximate area close to Motor City Pond. If I was to look at that map like that, that blue dot would represent that area.
And do you know, is this from an app or is this from some sort of screenshot from something like that?
If I recall, it was from, appeared to be, I think, an Uber app, like a taxi type app.
Was there any Uber accounts in that phone that you can recall?
Yes, I recall there was an Uber account.
I'm going to show you People's 83. Do you recognize that, sir?
Yes.
What is that document specifically?
It looks like a membership card with an account ID.
But I'm sorry, what?
Source Uber.
I appreciate that. I asked a terrible question. You answered it correctly. My better question for you, though, is where does that document come from?
That came from an extraction report from the defendant's phone.
So this is an extraction report for accounts that are in the phone?
Yes.
And what is the account type that this extraction report?
Under the source,
yes,
it says Uber.
And what is the name of the account on the defendant's phone for Uber?
It says Devon Banks.
Right. After you completed your analysis of the phone dump, did you have any further involvement in this investigation?
Yes, I did.
What else did you do?
Actually, I probably have to move way ahead here. I had the conversation with a preacher out of California.
I understand. Okay, let me ask it this way. Did you have anything more to do with the defendant or the scene at Pinehurst after this?
No.
Thank you, Judge. No further questions. I'll approach for 83. Just keep them together. Thank you.
Prior to my start across the we take a quick break.
Crazy work. Say if you got to do all that, man, just don't do it. Like, fellas want to move on, let them move on. Don't take a life. Don't take a life, man. I know a lot of people live off that if I can't have you, nobody else can. And even I think in this case too, we're gonna continue to cover it some more. But it was actually like a lady that actually come out the house with him. That's that lady they showed with the hoodie on. They asked the mother, did she recognize her? And if someone doing some foolish stuff like that, you know they doing it, like, don't. Because it's crazy that these people that do these type of things actually have people that's knowing about it sometimes before, during, and after. And to me, you're just as worse as the person that's doing it. Like, that's crazy, man. Girl leaving down her family, 2 kids. She was like living her life. And whatever he had going on, he chose to take her life. And once again, remember, thank you for coming through the Old Boys Corner with your boy, Old Boy. Remember, I'm just a small town country boy with big city dreams. I want to thank for the support. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for everybody that shared me out. I really appreciate it. We are steady moving above 500 subscribers. I appreciate it. So the channel is growing. And I appreciate you guys for doing that. So now I'm just putting in content, hopefully get these watch hours up so we can begin the beginning process of being monetized. And once again, the support is free. And try to keep good stories going on that's going to keep people engaged. I already know Gospel Power Hour Sunday is going to always be that. Just trying to bring awareness to whatever's going on. There's a lot going on in this world. And once again, you see something, say something. Be a part of the solution and not the problem. And ladies, if you're out there, if anybody going through anything, a male showing aggression, no matter what it is, get away the best way you can. And sometimes even when you get away, sometimes that's not enough. But at least you know you tried. Have locations of your loved ones, like this mother did. She tried her best. She was active. And I know personally that when an adult goes missing, the police doesn't handle it the same. Because technically, adult, if they don't want to be bothered, there's nothing they can do. Well, you just don't want to be bothered. So they treat these cases like this in the beginning. And them are critical times to where someone can be saved. And honestly, I think that's something that they should be fixed. I know what my homegirl list is where, with her being still missing, her family's actually trying to do something like that in the city. So, which was, I think, will impact the state on when adults go missing, how the police react to it. I'm coming telling you that there's something out the ordinary. Like my daughter normally texts me back. My daughter never goes, 6 hours without speaking to me. My daughter never goes a day without speaking to her kids. When you're able to have that type of recollection, like the police should go into overdrive right then and there. So hopefully, some of these cases don't go in vain. And that should be an eye opener to the justice system, to the local police departments. What's up, Petty? How you doing, Petty Queen? Thank you for coming through. So I really would like to see a change in that, because I'm telling you, it can help save some people. They have all this compelling evidence now, but she's gone now. I think in this case, justice will be served. However, what about the ones that justice is not served for? Because of the way the police moved in the beginning. Investigation is good. Gathering evidence is good. But I know these people are rather have their family member back and not to be going through this. Well, I'm going to get out of here. Once again, man, I want to thank everybody for coming through. once again, just here to raise awareness. This is what we're doing, trying to stay away from the BS, really cover some things that matter. You know what I'm saying? Not that anything else doesn't matter. Just, here to raise awareness. And I appreciate everybody coming through. And like always, man, long live 3, long live the gorilla. And hopefully also, when this trial getting ready to come up in November, we'll also be able to cover that as well. In a low-key, safe environment where there's not a whole lot of mischief. You know what I mean? With that being said, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you once again. Thank you for everybody that came through. Your boy signing off the corner. Let's go.